Hey everybody, welcome back to Banished. Today we're going to do a little bit of experimentation. I've been looking up on the wiki kind of how to make farms a little more efficient, and I don't think what we're doing here is optimal. What we have here is a 15 by 15 farm worked by 4 people. If we look at the output we get per season, we're at 1596 right now, so about 1600, which works out to about 400 per worker. I think we can improve that. So let's get rid of this farm. We're still in the winter here, so we can hopefully get this done before spring hits. And let's build... Let's actually put down some housing in here, because I'm going to want houses next to them. So let's put a house, I guess, there. We're going to fit... Looks like we can't get 4 in there without destroying that road, so we can fit maybe 3 in here. I think. Oh, maybe we could fit 4 in here. Okay, let's cancel that. Actually, I do want some space between the houses. So let's just go with 3. Put 1 there. And we'll put 1 there. And behind them, we will put the farms. So we'll put a farm there, and we'll make it 15 wide. Or 5 wide, and we'll make it... We can only go 14 with that one. We'll put another one behind that one. We'll go 5 wide by 15, which is the maximum length we can do with the crop field. And then we'll put another one there. 5 by 15. And we have a whole bunch of people assigned to build. We're going to pause these buildings so they can focus on getting the farm set up first. There we go. And I think we should be able to eliminate at least 1 farmer. If we set each of these to only be worked by 1 person, like so... Or that's builders, never mind. That's not farmers yet. There we go. Let's pause this, switch this over to beans. Raise that up to be full worker. There we go. Switch this over to beans. And now we can set that to 1 farmer, 1 farmer. Wait for them to move that wood. There we go. Beans, 1 farmer. There we go. Okay. I think we're going to get more food per worker out of these farms than we were out of that 1 large farm. We should, I think, still get roughly the same amount of food, but we'll have eliminated 1 worker, which is the important thing. We might have even been able to just eliminate a single worker anyway, and just have 3 working the farm. But I kind of like this aesthetic with the house and then the farm behind it. Looks kind of nice, especially when we get additional crops, if we can get more than just the beans and the squash. Which we haven't had a lot of success on yet. We haven't had anybody bring seeds. When we do, I think we're going to be sitting good. We can actually eliminate 1 of the farmers we have assigned there. Let's put all those builders back into just general labor. There we go. Oh, actually, we do need the builders. Because we may as well build these houses now, too. There we go. And then I would... Oh, there's a merchant. What do you got? Chickens. Not interested. How are our chickens doing? 62. So we should be getting chicken meat out of them soon, too. Very good. I don't know if we need 2 herdsmen, but I also don't want to reduce it, because I'm not sure if that would end up getting them sick. And then we'd be kind of out of luck there. We'd lose an entire field, possibly more. But if we can reduce the number of people we have in farming, that means we have more people on hand to do other things. For example, we could set up the iron farm. Or not the iron farm, the iron mine. There we go. Let's take these people off building now. And then I think next winter, after we get this harvest, we're going to change the orchard up here. Because notice how we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of trees. However, if we come around here kind of where we can see, maybe there, 3 of those trees are planted on 7 tiles. So 3 rows of trees on 7 tiles. And then we have 2 rows of trees on the remaining 8, which is not efficient. If we took this out and made it 2 fields of 7 by 7, we get an extra row of trees in there, and we're going to get that much more peaches out of it, and we can probably just put 1 worker on each field, because they're not going to be tending... Like, this only has 3 people working it. If they only got that smaller area to work on, we could probably just have 1 person working there and be done with it. So that is going to be our plan. Good, and there's a farmer living in each of these, so that's probably the farmer working that field. That's excellent. It doesn't look that great now because it's all beans, but like I said, when we get other crops in here, a little bit of variety. A little bit of eye-pleasing variety, too. We don't have this giant field of 1 crop. I think it'll look good. We can also switch this up if it ends up being better. Although I don't know how it's going to work for squash, because these things get an early harvest. Like, this is probably almost ready to be harvested as it is. Yeah, there we go. That guy's harvesting that field already. So what is he going to get out of it? Let's pin that and watch it. Oh, Laura the Hunter has died of old age. Let's actually put this in order, what they are. There we go. There we go. Taylor has died. Somebody replaced the tailor. We actually have people on hand to do that now. That's not bad. There goes that chicken merchant. Maybe I should run roads in there. They seem to go that way a lot. In fact, maybe I will. Put a couple people into building. Let's run a little road right next to that house and a little one right next to that, and then there. So we got 252, and that's a little better than half the field. I think we're going to end up roughly with about the same as what we would have with 4 people on 1 large field that size. Maybe a little bit less. This was actually... Well, this couldn't have been a 15 by 15 field, could it? Or I guess it was, because it was over there, right. We weren't running into the river at that point. So we'll keep an eye on those. If it does work out to be better, I might, I think we're going to maybe delete this field. And we'll set up something similar over here. Maybe we'll put some houses along there. What's the range of this? Yeah, that'd be within the range. So we could put a couple of houses there. And then turn this into those strip fields. And that would look pretty cool. So they got 504 out of this. To make the same amount, we need to get a little bit more than 500. So we got 532. And we were getting 1596. So that's exactly the same amount from that one. That's not bad. This one obviously produced a little bit less. It's got 1 less strip of 5 blocks at that end. But they are taking a while to harvest it. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe it's because this is full. That's probably why. They're going a long way to drop stuff off. Maybe another barn is in order? Like right here? Or is that... We just built... Oh, that one's already full. That one's almost completely full. Yikes. I guess we're going to need another barn. Alright, well, we have the people and the resources. Put another barn in. Put a couple more people into building. Okay, so we got 504, 532, 504. Little bit less than what we were getting before, but not so much as to make that other fourth worker necessary. You know, at most they were producing, 60 or so crops per year, which is pointless. So that's good. This one is going to be a little bit more problematic, the orchard, because we're going to have to... There we go. Order them to cut the whole forest down, then we'll have to wait pretty much 2 years for it to regrow. And hopefully it's not going to catch any kind of tree disease or anything. There we go. Okay. Now let's destroy it and replant it. So orchard there, it's 7 by 15, and then another one there, 7 by 15. And we'll run a road up the middle. And, sorry, peach 1, peach 1. There we go. One worker gets assigned to each, and the only concern for that one is going to be that they get it harvested in time, which I think they will. I wish you could move things from one barn to another. If we could get some of this stuff out of there, that'd be nice. I thought we built a barn over here. Oh, maybe we didn't. Where are they putting all the fish? Wow, we have 4,000 fish? You know what? We don't need that much fish. Let's tone those guys down a little bit. Then we can remove those guys from fishing. So we'll have 2 of those with 1 fishing, or with 2 fishers each for now. Because we're really... Why is nobody eating the fish? I mean, we have 5,000 something fish. A third or a quarter of our food supply is just built up fish because nobody's eating it. Why not? They have fish. They just don't need that much of it, I guess. Well, I'm pretty happy with how that's turning out. Bet this guy's full. Yeah, 67 out of 66. Got 102 chicken meat out of that last year. Hopefully nobody catches salmonella. That would suck. Close that up. 666 eggs. Lots of eggs. That might be problematic too. How many eggs are we going through? 75 in there. 12 in there. None there. 6 there. So we're going through the eggs pretty quickly. I guess that's a good thing. Our population is kind of blown up. 60 plus 18, so there's 78, and another 22 brings us to 100 population. We just reached 100 population. Awesome. That was a perfect time to check it. You know what? Wait. It's still late winter. Let's change this one too. Get rid of that. Let's put down... farm. Which way do we want to go in? Let's go this way. So 15 by 5. 15 by 5. 15 by 5. And this one has to be all squash. And we're going to put 1 farmer in each of them. And let's see how this one does this year. So we have 2 farmers we don't need. We'll pull them out. Alright. Let's also build a road through there. Oh, winter's back. Getting low on firewood. We have a lot of logs. Let's put... No, we have 2 woodcutters working. I guess just because we built those 2 houses. They probably sucked up some of the firewood. Yeah, it looks like it. About 100 between them. I'd kind of like to start reorganizing the town maybe a little bit for aesthetic purposes. This is the kind of the first start. We're kind of nothing we can do here because of that hill. And I don't think changing the size of the pastures would make much of a difference. Like, we got 25 animals. That's about as fast as they're probably going to breed in any of them anyway. We're getting a reasonable amount of mutton, but it's not just the mutton that we're here for. We're also here for the wool, and we're getting a lot of that too. 1,000 from that one, so that's not bad. This is, I mean, that's roughly on par with the farms producing, right? That's 2 workers, 1,000 mutton per worker. I almost missed this trader. So that's 500 per... Oh, beans! Oh, really? Bean seeds? Son of a... Thanks, seed trader. Well, you know what? Can we afford it? I'm not buying them, obviously. We already have bean seeds. Yeah. So we do have enough firewood here that we could afford to buy it. In fact, we could maybe afford to buy 2 different kinds of seeds. Fine. That's such a tease, really. They bring bean seeds. There's how many crops in the game, and they bring one of the ones that we have. Great. How are these doing? Getting reasonable yields up. It's early spring. They're not going to be harvested until autumn. So that's doing alright. These obviously have no yield because they're not going to be grown up for a little while. We're getting low on iron. We have a lot of people just sitting around, though, now. So, let's go collect some iron. Let's get all that iron. There we go. Why didn't you bring iron? I could have bought iron from you, but no, you bring bean seeds. Thank you. Real helpful there, trader. So, now that we have this kind of surplus population, what could we do with it? Well, we could make a hospital. We could build a town hall. We could build a church. Kind of improve our happiness. Died of old age, been replaced, alright. What's this? Trading post. Okay, we got that. We got a market. We got the stockpiles. How's the hunting outpost doing? Poorly. Alright. Well, if we have this surplus population on hand, if we have 16 people sitting around, we could kind of quickly expand over in that direction. And that would actually also free up some room in our barns because they would move food over there. We can put a couple people into vending. Well, while we have some builders, let's build a road. Could we come through there? No, we'd have to go that way. Alright. Well, we may as well do that. There we go, that's a nice... Oh, we can't go that way. So maybe if we come through... like that, I guess? And we'll just deal with it. May as well build the road over. Although the mine would be a good idea to build too, wouldn't it? It's a thought. We could use a mine. Keep running out of iron. We could use a quarry too. We do have enough people to start one, really. I just don't know where we'd put it. I don't want it to be right in the middle of our town. So they're almost at 100% yield. It's middle of the summer. These ones are being harvested. How are these doing? That one's almost fully harvested. So we got about the same amount out of that one as we did last year. Ditto with that one. And that one's on course for it too. So that's going fine. That's great. This one's getting harvested. Late summer. That actually seems like it's kind of earlier than it normally would. Maybe they grow faster when you have them kind of set up like this a little bit. Forgot to check how much we got out of these previously. Wow, we have 20 laborers almost. We have 19 laborers on hand and 4 builders. So we actually have more than that. We have 23 laborers. Alright. Let's build this. So we're going to need 6 people. We're going to need more stone than we have on hand. So, let's gather some stone from there. That'll free up some room for farms, too. How much chicken meat are we getting out of there? 114 this year, so I'll probably beat that. Up to 400 mutton from that. 1,000 mutton from that. These are already harvested. It's early autumn. 532, 532, and 500, which I'm going to assume is probably roughly what we got out of there before. So we did manage to actually increase the efficiency by dropping off 1 worker from each of those farms. That is excellent. Now if we just do the same thing, kind of over here. Plus we got the huge surplus population we can work with now. So that really kind of improved things, although obviously most of those are just people who graduated. I'd like to keep at least 10 laborers at the moment on hand. And I've been thinking a little bit about maybe reorganizing some of the housing. But to do that, we'd probably have to build a boarding house, and that takes up a fair bit of room. Although we could... No, we don't have room for it there. Maybe over here? No. I don't know where we put that. We don't really have a lot of space for such a thing. Just to house people temporarily while we demolish their buildings. Alright, so let's make this be built. And then we can put a couple people over into being vendors. Get this stocked up with food and materials, and then start expanding in that direction. Let's also turn this woodcutter on right now, too. Work. And be employed. There we go. We have a lot of logs. We have 400 logs. We may as well use some of them up as firewood here, because we're going to be needing some once we get this thing going. And then maybe we'll put the housing there too and get this started up. We'll delete this field right now, though. So we don't need that. I wonder how much food does a person eat per year? That's a statistic I don't actually know. How much food do you need to keep somebody alive? Like, if one person outputs 500 something food, how many additional people are they keeping alive would be an interesting number to know. So I think maybe... Oh, we're gonna need more iron again. Crap. We're not gonna have the iron to actually finish this thing, I don't think. Oh, maybe. We have 20 here already, and we have 32 in stock. So maybe we will make it. I guess we could send some people over here to get some iron, too. And there's probably a bit more kind of... there's a lot down there, but that's a long way. It might actually be faster to send them over to there. Oh, never mind. They actually got it all there. We're fine. Forget it. Now we just need them to actually come build it. We're going to put a bunch more people into that just so that if somebody's being lazy, they can be swapped out and come over here. Because it is a bit of a hike. I mean, they're going to get over here. It's a long way to travel and not do a heck of a lot of work. These are probably still a year away from producing anything. But it's looking good. We do have that extra row of trees, which is what I wanted. So that is excellent. We managed to get almost 200 chicken out of that this year, which is not amazing, but it's not bad. We're getting a lot of eggs, too. 1,000 mutton. 1,200 mutton. So it averages, I guess, about 1,000 a year. Which is fine. This place is now built. Boom. Let's put a couple... Oh, take everybody off a building. So we have 23 laborers on hand. We'll put 2, 3, 4... Let's put 6 people into vending. And we will put... How can I... Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Let's reduce this one to 3. And that'll increase this one to 3. There we go. Okay, so we'll wait for this to get stocked up. We might have some problem with firewood there doing that. And then, next episode, we will start advancing our city in this direction. So once again, I'm Nycat. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.